All right, I just want to talk deities real quick. And I was watching one of my favorite witches, Coco's Cauldron. If you're not following her, I'll tag her below. I'm obsessed with her. I feel like, especially after her recent videos, a little bit of her backstory, like, we are the same in so many ways. I love her. I love you. But she made a video the other day about how do you know if, you're getting signs or messages from deities and all the things that happen when you start working with them. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my experience with deities. So when I really started diving deep into wanting to work with them, I wasn't sure to whom I wanted to call on. There was a few that I was interested in after doing research, which you should always do your research. But at this particular time in my life, transformative time in my life, I was leaving a almost 12-year toxic marriage. I was leaving behind my job in the medical field. I had just gone through something terrible with my mother. It was just a really, really wild time for me. Loads of health issues that I was trying to resolve. And I started taking morning walks. First thing in the morning with the sun, didn't matter the weather, I was putting on different frequencies to manifest, and I was walking. And everywhere I walked, every morning, every time, there were a bunch of crows that followed me. Now, my sister and best friend would be sometimes on the phone with me during those morning walks, and they would think I was nuts because I would be talking to the crows. They'd be there. I'm like, no, they're following me. Like, they're literally following me. So I started filming it. And then they saw, like, I wasn't nuts. Like, these crows were indeed following me. So my obsession with them became very real. I was researching, like, how to befriend crows because, like, I love them so much. I will have my own murder at one point, but some point, I mean. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the Morgan's way of confirming that that's who I should work with first. She is the goddess of war and death, and there was so much war ending and death in my life. So it made the most sense. Ironically, during this time in my life, I had copper fiery hair. You can scroll back and see, which in some pictures of her, that's what she had. So I'm like, maybe the crows think I'm, I'm her. So she definitely helped me when I started working with her as far as my strength, my empowerment, tapping deeper into my abilities. And then after I got really comfortable with things, I started to reach out to Lilith. And the other day when I was watching Coco's video, she talked about how her literal appearance changed. And I can confirm that I literally just said this to my partner the other day, that my face shape has changed. I have like different bone structure, it seems like, as well as my libido through the roof. I just said to my girlfriend the other day, like, I don't know who this girl is. I'm not sure. And shortly after embarking with Lilith, I decided to go back to my natural hair color. And let me tell you, the embodiment of dark feminine energy that I exude now, not only with the hair color and the changes, but like working with her, I am so much what you call that black cat energy, that divine dark feminine. Like, I am so tuned in, tapped in, I'm obsessed. I am so happy that I started working with her because she really fostered this version of me, the best version of me. And then after that, I started to work more with Hecate, and she has done wonderful things for me as well. But I have truly changed. I don't even recognize, when I see old videos of the girl I was in 2020, I do not even recognize her on a soul level. My voice has changed. The way I walk has changed. The way I think has completely changed. I look at those videos and I almost I get upset, partly because I'm so sad for her, and also because I can't believe I existed so long like that. when this is who I am now. This is who I've always been. So my advice with working with deities is be prepared, because it's not all glitz and glamour. It's not all those things. Do your research thoroughly. I am going to be tapping in more to Aphrodite. I have always resonated with her. I used to joke around and say that I am Aphrodite sometimes, the way I have matchmaking skills and hopeless romantic, all that stuff. But there's a lot of, like with anything, darkness and light. That's why I got this tattoo. This symbolizes loving the dark and the light. You have to be able to do your shadow work. You have to be able to go within. You have to be able to dive into the depths of what needs to be healed inside of you. And working with deities will definitely bring all that to the forefront. You also can't be scared, okay? Because things are going to change drastically. But I am so grateful to the deities that I've worked with so far, and I will never go back. So the more you know.